Syracuse.
Hell to the W. Yeah, man. I was thinking that, man. Was W. Now I'm looking. The Arizona hockey team, they relocating to Utah, and they calling themselves the Utah hockey team.
What the fuck was the Arizona hockey team? Arizona
Coyotes.
Yeah, the Coyotes.
Yeah.
That's what they was, the Coyotes.
Trevor Lawrence has agreed to a 5-year extension. Tony Bennett, it's Tony Bennett, right? UVA coach. He just agreed to an extension.
You better get some people in there that can score.
You need to get on the AAU circuit, man.
Oh, he be out there. It's just, man, you gotta get the right people that can score on that level, man. That's some born
Need to come in
ass
his
fast.
backyard. Need to come to his backyard in the 757 and pluck a player or two. That's one thing he ain't been doing. He had extension through 29-30.
Yeah, you got a point right there. If that's right down the road, but even so, you can find somebody that can score in fucking Paducah, Wisconsin. I don't give a fuck, man. Find somebody that can score, because that UVA basketball, man, it's hard to watch, man.
And what's crazy is now, really, this past tournament, man, like I wanted to ask you about that today too, because they had the rankings of the recruiting rankings. Each school, Georgetown was at 16, Maryland was at 23, something like that. And I was thinking that, and we talk about
who was number one, Duke.
I ain't probably what they got, like 4 of the top 100 players or something. 4 of the top 20 players. I know they got Cooper Flag. They got your boy from up there too, right?
So they got a few from up here.
Right. Yeah, so yeah, Duke. I ain't even gonna look it up. Yeah, Duke was number one. But like I was saying, like we just talking about Tony Bennett, you only need 1 or 2 because now you need a mixture. You need a mixture of the good young player coming in out of high school, some NIL transfers, and a couple of just solid players. It's almost like building an NBA roster, man. You know, you want that good mix now. That's what we've been saying was the problem with Kentucky the past couple of years. They've been having all these young boys. All the one and done is they putting 2 out in the draft this year, man. So we just started the show. We about to get into it.
No, but don't bring up Kentucky in your little search for glory right there, because Kentucky won it with some young boys too. Last time, when Anthony Davis was a youngin', man.
How long ago was that, man?
It don't fuck when the last time Georgetown won. When the last time Maryland. It's a long fucking time, man.
The last time Kentucky won, it was no NIL.
Man, there's always been NIL. You gotta know how to finesse it. Kentucky been doing it, man. Shit, John Wooden was doing it, man. They had boosters back in them UCLA Lou Alcindor days, man.
Yeah, but this is legal NIL. Where there's a strategy involved in it, man.
No, it ain't nothing. You said, I don't know what you just compared it to, but it's just like AAU basketball, man. And
I said it's just like building an NBA roster now. You want a good mixture. You want them young players, you want them NIL players, and you want them solid role players.
So many years, man, Mark Emmert and the NCAA suits been making billions of dollars off doing nothing, just putting this product out there. And these people
and a lot of these years, everybody hasn't been doing behind closed doors NIL. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying is,
don't be naive.
Yeah, I ain't being naive. You saying every team, every school was doing behind the door NIL.
No, every team that motherfucking got the means, that shit has been a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to finesse that shit.
Well, let's play your favorite theme song, man. We can get back to this, man.
What?
Back to the W.
Good time? Good times!
We interrupt our program to bring you
Waterboards, 757 Parley, 757 DC with Sapoda coming all hard on the beat. Got G from the shop, Mr. Arn Anderson. Pause, man, you already know we sports gambling, cash and checks, already rich. Gunny man on deck, my boy, place your bets, my boy. Oh, yes, it's in the water. Washington Commanders, numbers on the border. Marketing your planners, water boys scores up. If you're a fan, I'm sure this the tour bus. Yeah, take a ride, going low or going high. Water boys outside. Heard of anybody better, they a mother loving lie. You a value size short of a Mickey D. Fry, my guy.
Hell to the W, man. Thank y'all for joining us, man. Waterboy Network, Waterboy Show, Season 2, Episode 30, Bmitch. Y'all know we all
Bmitch,
love him.
Bmitch,
man.
Crazy motherfucker right there.
Bmitch, Brian Mitchell, man. You know what I mean? Look, we all know him. We all love him. Used to be on 980. Now he over there with the mud people at 106.7. You know, the fan. After the junkies. You know what I mean? But hey, let's give us some
Hall of Fame,
man.
That motherfucker Hall of Fame. No,
5th round draft pick from the Raging Cajuns. First team All-Pro in 94. All right. Kickoff return. He holds the records for kickoff return yardage, punt return yardage, total return yardage, and second in all-purpose yardage to only Jerry Rice. You know what I mean? I see it.
Yeah, Rika. Rika Ogumboale.
Yeah, that's your girl, ain't it?
Man, she be cooking like shit, man.
I was Seattle up
she
35,
be cooking.
32.
And hey, look, when she shot the motherfucker, I was like, that shit is a bucket. Watch. Bang! Pause. I'm telling you, man, she is so look, like that.
She ain't make the Olympic team. Now that's the snub. That's the real snub. Everybody crying about Caitlin Clark. She ain't make the team.
Yeah, no, and I agree. I agree with both arguments on that Caitlin Clark snub.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Because I could see it helping grow the game like the Dream Team did, and because they're gonna market it well. But also, I could see on the other side, fuck that. If we've been talking about Caitlin Clark all this time, man, spending this money on putting her on TV, let's see these young ladies that's better than her that's been doing this thing for a little while, you know what I'm saying? Because there's some barbecue chicken boxes in the WNBA, man. And Ogumboale definitely should have been on there, but I ain't mad at the selections they made because all of them people that's on that roster is going to bring home a gold.
Yeah, I'm just saying if anybody should be crying about a snub in the WNBA, it should have been, say it again, Ogumboale?
Arike Ogumboale.
Arike Ogumboale. If anybody, it should have been her. My whole thing is, I'm with you. I can see why. I can see why not. But I'm gonna lean towards she need to be on it because it's all propaganda. If it was like open tryouts, you know what I mean, or they had the Olympic trials, and some people was outperforming her during these trials, and they picked them, fine. But they just selected players from out the league to make a team together. The Olympics is about propaganda, about popularity, about who's going to be on the Wheaties box. You know what I mean? So they should have put her on the team just to, like you said, boost the sport. You know, she's a household name. You know what I mean? Not only that, though, she's over there in Paris with them other 11 players. Those are the best women players in the league, right? That could go a long way with her getting to know them and them getting to know her and to ease some of this tension that's going on with her and the rest of the players in the league. You know what I mean?
Fuck the tension. This competition, you know, people, even her competitors gonna learn to like her and love her because she is a straight competitor, but her schedule full anyway. It's been full, so she need the little rest and the wear and tear, but also she gonna stay in that gym and her schedule is full, man. A lot of commercials, man, to do. She is gonna be the one. She is gonna be one of the few young ladies that don't have to go overseas and play professional basketball.
Or she go back and do the what's it called? What's the DNA thing? The mommy and me, whatever it's called. She can go back and find one of those and find a great grandmother that was from Greece or Italy and play for one of their countries' teams and turn it out.
Nah,
Then
wherever
they really be pissed off about it.
Well, she definitely got a brand, so wherever she goes, she gonna be able to cash checks. But I ain't mad at Diana Taurasi looking semi like Father Time caught up with her, but she's the best female player I've ever seen play. So let her get her little final curtain call gold medal, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Brittany Griner that was stuck in Russia for a long time, man. Hopefully she can be healthy enough to play. You know?
Right, man. Like I said though, they should have put her on that team, man. This is all about propaganda. Period. You want the stars to shine. And you want
but
you
know what though? It just shows still the fight that they fighting with. A lot of people never watched women's basketball because they were sexist. Now they getting it on the forefront in the front page and the main story to start off the news. So now they paying attention. And them people that saying that if she's not involved, they ain't gonna watch. That's doing this sport a disservice, man. Learn these other young ladies that can play, man. It's not just her, and she been telling y'all that too, cause she ain't all she all for them checks she getting, but she show a lot of character. When every time I see her talk, man, she got a good character, man.
Yeah, Kevin Sheehan asked me, well, what if they do ask her to be the fill-in for somebody who's hurt or something like that? And I said, she gonna put her sneakers in the gym bag and be ready to roll. She'll ball. That's what ballers do. You know what I mean? They ask you to play, you play. They don't want you to play. Cool, I'm good. I'm gonna work on my game. Or I'm gonna find my great grandmother ethnicity, and then I'm gonna go play for Greek or Italy. What my man said, Mel Gibson from
I don't know what you talk about.
Braveheart.
Talking about
her cousin Mel Gibson.
No. I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe again, Paul. You ain't gonna use my
man AB.
Man,
don't front on my man AB. You heard my man AB, bro.
Yeah, but
he said that's her cousin.
Nah, he was out of pocket, man. That's my man. He was out of pocket. I don't give a fuck. That's my brother, man. I'm gonna tell my brother, man, you fucking lunch it, AB.
Hey, Bmitch should be in the Hall of Fame, though, like you said, man. Second all-purpose is Jerry Rice.
Nah, that's it. Man? Drop the mic. It's like, no. Just drop the mic. On top of Devin Hester is already in, and that motherfucker is old enough to be Devin Hester's daddy, man. Brian Mitchell is, man. This a fucking crime. This some old, they racist against Redskins, man. Like you said, Peter King is the reason Art Monk was out the hall. It took him so long to get to the Hall of Fame. Fucking Monk.
Right. I looked up Bmitch in Wikipedia. Wikipedia says the greatest kick returner in NFL history. Meaning punts and kickoff. And like I said, look, he'll return a kickoff or a punt for a touchdown and come right down the field and tackle the returner inside the 20. Then talk shit to him. Then try to take on the whole team. Bmitch set the tone. He was the first dude. He was our first star Hall of Famer on the field. Because he was either on the kickoff team, the kickoff return team, one or the other. And he set the tone every game. And that was our brand of football, man.
Nah, because back in the day, though, too, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming from where he was coming from, not no major school, motherfucker. You had to make your bones on that special teams, man. And like, what's my man name? Lorenzo Alexander. He made a lot of money starting off from the special. Yeah, what's my other man name that damn, what's my other man? He was receiver. Not now what's
Paul? Now
that's his name?
You talking about now? You saying Niles is Niles Paul? He was a receiver, then he moved him to tight end.
No, but he was on special.
He was on special teams at one time.
No, he was good on special teams. What's my other man name? That was struggling. Mike
You talking about Daryl Young? Daryl Young was good on special. DY.
Nah,
DY. Daryl Young was good on special teams.
That might be. I'm trying to think, man. I think it was Niles Paul, man. It was.
Niles Paul was good on special teams.
Nah,
he was good on special teams. He wasn't like Daryl Young. He wasn't like DY. I think DY was a better special teams player.
What about what's my bad name? Mike Sellers, man.
Mike Sellers.
Yeah,
Listen,
Mike Sellers.
That's what I'm saying. This burgundy and gold tradition that we have an outstanding special teams player. Jeremy Reeves made the Pro Bowl 2 years ago.
Nah, and like my man from Alexandria, man, that he got blown up on special teams by Ray Lewis, very famously. Keith Burns, he was our worst special teams coach, but he from Alexandria. He was put in a bad spot. He know the game on top, but he was a special team standout too for Denver, man. That's my man.
Hey, Bmitch left us in 2000. Our special teams immediately went to shit until Lorenzo Alexander came on the squad. Pause. You know what I mean?
And what's his name?
One man game. One man game, baby.
That's a hell of a game.
Yeah, we gonna get to some Commander talk before we get out of here. Ain't too much of it.
Hey, you know what? James Thrash.
James Thrash was another good special teams.
Caught a lot of passes because he made his bones on special teams, man.
James Thrash. You know who else was good on special teams? Just from a short period of time, but I respected him for it because he lost his job when he shouldn't have lost his job. Was Monte Nicholson. He was balling out that year. We traded for Clinton Dix, and then he lost his starting job, but he started balling out on special teams, man. Cam Sims was good on special teams for us, man.
Man,
yeah.
I'm gonna come back to that. I think it's Niles Paul, but man, I'm telling you, when I look the name and I see the name, I think it is him. He was tall, right? He had long ass legs. Did he?
Niles Paul? Nah. Niles Paul wasn't tall.
No,
he was
man,
kind of compact.
Not
compact,
this?
But he wasn't tall.
No, man.
Reed Dowdery.
No, no. Not him. Not him.
Otis Wansley, baby. That's back at Doc time. Otis Wansley. Yeah, I don't know. Niles Paul, you never confuse him with being tall.
Nah,
I mean, he was tall, but he wasn't like lanky.
Nah, it was a receiver around that time that made plays on special teams from time to time.
I don't know, man. Hey, if you know the receiver you talking about, man, just go ahead and drop a line on that. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you saying Niles Paul?
It might be Niles Paul.
Remember, he had the gold teeth. Remember, Niles Paul had the gold teeth.
Oh, man. He had a beard and shit. Man, fuck that, man. Move on.
He had a beard.
Yeah, that's him, man.
Then we talking about Niles Paul, man. Niles Paul, who moved him to, was it Shanahan? I think Shanahan moved him to tight end. Shanahan or Gruden, one of them moved him to tight end. And then Gruden tried. Who came first, Shanahan or Gruden? Shanahan did, then Gruden came. Yeah, so instead of getting a fullback, Gruden kept trying to throw him through the hole like he was a 245-pound fullback. You know what I mean? When he was a 215-pound, 220-pound undersized tight end. I'll never forget that game against New Orleans when all we had to do was get that first down. And my man from Notre Dame, what's the dude that got catfish? Blew him up in the hole. Pause. Manti blew him up in the hole. You know what I mean?
Teo.
Then Drew Brees get the ball back, touchdown. Touchdown. Game over.
Yeah. Shout out Niles Paul.
And we got 2 games tonight, man. Let's play with a little money. We got 2 games tonight, one in the WNBA. The other one is game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals. Which one start out with, hockey or WNBA? Got time for
always basketball. Always basketball.
Always basketball. champion, the two-time champions, defending champions, Las Vegas Aces, 5.5-point underdog on the road to the Phoenix Mercury. Aces are minus 245, Mercury plus 195, 170 is an over-under.
And they done lost 3 straight. The Aces have. So, yeah, give me the Sun, man. Sun with them points.
Sun with the points.
Yeah.
You're right. The Aces have lost 3 straight. So that would tell you what? Give me the Aces minus 5.5. We already talking about Caitlin Clark. Look. What about my girl?
Nah,
Angel
you said nah. Hold on.
What?
I thought
Aces minus 5.5.
Oh no! See, you ain't say it like that at first.
I did say it like that.
Nah, I thought the line moved because I looked at this game. I thought the line moved and some people's was out.
I just looked it up.
That shit was stinking the way you read it.
I read it Aces minus 5.5.
Yeah, Aces easy money. We gotta go back and watch how you read it, but it's all right. Like I just was with the Aces when you read what I thought I heard.
What did you thought I heard?
Oh shit, I'm changing that because that line stink.
What did you thought I heard?
Nah, I thought I heard. I thought I heard you say the motherfucking Aces was the underdog. I said, oh, that shit changed. Because I know the Aces done lost 3 in a row. That motherfucker must have got COVID.
Tomorrow night, the Washington Mystics is a 2.5-point underdog to the Chicago Sky, who are a 2.5-point favorite. 2.5-point favorite for Chicago Sky. The Sky are minus 141 on the money line. Mystics are plus 114. 157.5 is the over-under.
Man. I ain't with the Mystics.
Well, they won their first game the other night. They going for it too.
Yeah.
They on the hot streak.
I hope so.
1-12.
I hope
They're on the hot streak.
I hope so. But
hey,
give me
the Sky money line.
And I don't know if Shakur gonna play.
Angel Reese had a double-double the other night, 20 and 10. You know what I mean? And she get a lot of praise for the work she doing in the paint. And it's only gonna get easier for her because the girl is back, Carmela Cardoza. She almost had a double-double the other night with 10 and 9. So I think her stats going to start picking up because she got somebody else down there on the block to play with. Speaking of Caitlin Clark, so they trying to get a win, 41-31.
Nah, they gonna get a win. I looked at this game too.
Clark only had 5 points, I think. Though. They go to the female Olympic team now. Naisha, Kalia Cooper, Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Sabrina Ironseku, Jewel Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, Diana Taurasi, Alyssa Thomas, Asia Wilson, Jackie Young. You're right. The lowest scoring average up there is 16-9.
The lowest scoring is 12, and that's Alyssa from Maryland. But she's
12-8.
But when I tell you she ain't going for none of that, and she's the enforcer. I'm telling you, she like that, man. Her jump shot is terrible, and that jump be going in. She be cooking. She the one that got tangled up with Angel Reese like a couple weeks ago.
She slammed her to the ground.
Yeah, she ain't no.
You throat slammed her.
She ain't no. Hey Slim, she ain't no joke.
Yeah, I see. She throat slammed her. She wasn't even looking. She was like, ah.
Nah, and they. I just seen they put her on there the other day. Just for that, she's the enforcer. She gonna make sure that gold medal coming. I'm telling
you. Right. Still tell me you liked in the game though.
What?
Utah Hockey Club. That's the name of it. Who you got? Sky the Mystics tomorrow night.
Oh, give me the Sky.
Money line or with the points?
What's the money line for the Sky?
Minus 141.
Yeah, nah. Let me get who.
Minus 2.5 is the spread.
Let me get the Mystics, man. Money line.
All right. Plus 114. Tonight, 8 o'clock, the Lord Stanley Cup, the Lord Russell's Cup. The Florida Panthers up 2-0. They're minus 235 at plus 1.5 on the puck line. They're plus 118 on the win line. The Edmonton Oilers minus 1.5 on the puck line at plus 190. And then minus 143 on the win line. The over-under is set at, the total goals, the over is at 5.5, plus 102. The under is at 5.5 at minus 124.
Yeah, Edmonton. I like Edmonton just to win for the simple fact, man. They done had some time to rest or whatever, but they traveling like a mug, man. And they going back home. So I think that's going to play a part in it. But Florida on a mission. Florida could have won it last year. I don't know. They on a mission, so I don't know. But for the sake of the show, I'm gonna pick the Oilers money line.
You got the Oilers on the win line? You got any thought on total goals? You can stay away from that.
No, I don't watch that shit enough to. And every time it looked like an over, and I bet over, and it's supposed to be an over, it's easy under. No, I don't fool with that unless it's obvious. Like I be telling you, like last time you said 208 for like one of these NBA playoff games, I'm like, man, under, because what the fuck? And it went over, but that's how I think.
Give me Edmonton on the money on the win line too at 143. Speaking of the NBA, we got the finals going on, of course, and Boston's opening up a can of whoop ass on Dallas right now, up 3-0. It won last night, 106-99. Luka fouled out with 4 minutes left. Tomorrow night's line is Boston is a 1-point underdog. At minus 105 on money line. Dallas is minus 113. 211 is 211.5 is the over under. Why is Boston up? I'm jacking this beat from Scott Jackson, the originator of the segment, man. Why is Boston up 3-0? Go. Why Boston up 3-0? Why does G from the shop think Boston's up 3-0?
The first two games, I think Kyrie ain't played well enough to help his team win. He been missing a lot of shots that he usually make, in my opinion. And last night he shot 28 shots. He had 30-something, but he was jogging. But that's my mind. He stunk first two games. He stunk it up. Like in his capabilities. The third game, they came out how they was supposed to, and Boston looked like they done got punched in the face enough to know we just got to keep pushing and we'll finally get it. Just like Jaylen Brown said after the first quarter. He said, we knew they was going to come out like that, and we responded well.
Listen, and I was going to say, my response to that, why is Boston up 3-0? They're just a better team. I ain't going to say because, Kyrie was playing well, or last night Luka Doncic fouled out with 4 minutes left. Boston just a better team, man.
Why though?
Just go through the roster. You know what I mean? You got Tatum, got Brown,
No,
throwing in
Drew
Drew
Holiday
Holiday,
makes Drew Holiday makes
Drew
them a better.
Holiday,
No,
Derek
but
White,
they had
Old
Derek White.
Faithful,
No, but look,
Al Horford.
they had Derek White. They had Al Horford. Drew Holiday is that key. Something like
Now, I'm not disagreeing with you.
something
I'm
like
just
Bobby
naming the
Davis.
roster.
No, but that's the one that puts them over the top.
Right.
Like
he played championship basketball.
all them other Bahamas that you name, I think Dallas is just as good because Kyrie and Luka equals Jaylen Brown and Tatum, so they cancel each other out. The only thing that's better over there is Drew Holiday.
Hold on, Dallas has somebody equal or better than Derek White?
This playoffs.
This season?
Tell this series, PJ Washington, Dirk Jones Jr. combined was giving you everything you needed from that third option. So them combined, they ain't giving you nothing. White. They ain't giving you nothing. Gafford ain't gonna give you but so much. And their bench, like Hardaway just coming back, he ain't clicking like I told you my man is, because that's my man. He do be cooking when he be cooking, but he ain't all the way back. And Maxi Kleber don't need to lead the bench, man. He need to stay on the goddamn bench, because he supposed to be this sharpshooter. He ain't ready, man. He look like he bet on the game, man. And I ain't saying no, I don't want him to get caught up in that though. But
nobody for Dallas is better than Derek White outside of Luka and Kyrie.
No, I agree with you on that, because I'm telling you that Derek White is my man. Derek White is who I tell my son he should play like, because Derek White do everything on the basketball court well. He do everything: defend, shoot, dribble, pass. He's smart. He do everything. But I was canceling him out with Derek Jones Jr. combined with PJ Washington. And they cancel him out. Everybody else equal. Horford, yeah, he can hit some threes, but he old. Can't move no more.
That old Horford be balling, man.
Nah, but he can't move no more. He would just hit
threes, man. On that last possession, when they needed that three, he was checking Kyrie. And he played good defense. Our Horford's a baller, man.
Nah, you know what and it do look like my man Drew is wore out. It do look like it looked like their whole team tired. And you know why?
Because they've been carrying them. Between Kyrie and Luka Doncic.
No. I said the whole team looked tired. And it's because they playing against a team that's playing so good. And when you play a team that no matter what you doing good, you cooking, but then they just come down and just cook you even more. And you like, God dang. That's how they look out there.
And that goes back to my answer for the question is Boston's just a better team all the way around. And I do agree with you said, like they look like they got punched in the face enough where they know how to react to getting punched in the face. Like they lost to the finals, they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals, and both years they could have easily, a lot of people had them winning the whole thing. So they just ready, man. It's their time, man. I'm gonna give a shout out to Jason Tatum though.
It ain't over though.
It ain't over. It ain't. What you say? What you always say? Don't count them chickens.
Man, don't count them chickens for they hatch, man.
Don't count them chickens.
Nah.
I'm gonna give a shout out right here to Jason Tatum though, because Jason Tatum ain't been shooting well in this series, but you can never tell it by his overall play. You know what I mean? Cause he been dishing, he been playing defense. He hit some key shots to stop some runs when the Mavericks was getting close. He hit some key threes to push the lead back up. Overall, he ain't been shooting consistently, but he hit some big shots. He doing everything else well. But in saying that, I told you, Celtics win the series, Jaylen Brown is going to be the MVP. He's been their one consistent player you could count on in these 3 games.
No. But after
No
you
what?
told me that, I said, that's good. You need to go put some money on that. Remember?
He had 30 last night. He the
No.
alpha.
No.
You laughed at me when I said that. I told you he's the alpha on that team.
No. See, you hit what you want, and you're not hearing what you need.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
go back and look at that.
The motherfucker, I told you, because it was good fucking odds when you read the shit. I said, if you really believe that,
21 in game 2.
See, this nigga.
No, go ahead. I'm just giving
No, I don't care. Go
ahead.
I told you bet on that shit if you believed in it.
Yo, I ain't got to bet on it to believe it.
Man, no.
I said it like 900 times to anybody who would listen about Jaylen Brown. I always say that. He's the alpha on the team.
No,
I
but
said, if they win, he's going to be the MVP.
On futures, I told you, all you got to do is throw $20 at that. You would have won.
Okay, yeah, you did say that. But that doesn't stop what I believe. Either way.
Yeah.
They ain't submitting nothing. And he had 30, what? He had 22 game 1. So he had 22 game 1, 21 game 2, 30 last night.
I'm going to tell you now, he don't get what he get on the court without Tatum being a threat out there on the court. I don't care how bad Tatum's shooting, he still is accounted for. He's at the top of the list when any team is coaching against him or playing against him. He's at the top of the list.
Yeah, so, I just said that about Tatum. I said he ain't shooting well, but he hit some key shots and some key moments, and he been doing everything else well. Been playing D, been dishing, rebounding. I ain't shitting on Tatum in this series. I'm just saying between the two of them, Jaylen Brown always, I get the feeling that he's the real alpha on the team. Tatum might be the better skilled or more dangerous, but in this series, Tatum hasn't been consistent, other than being consistently there when they really need him. You know what I mean? But his shooting hasn't been consistent. That's all I'm saying. I ain't shitting on Ricky Fontaine, man. You know, I was waving his flag last year. I would say he was in the MVP race. Yeah, Boston's just a good team, man. And you got to look, like you said, the Mavs, what? They was the 5th seed. So it was 4 other teams that had better regular season than them. And look, would you say the Clippers got more talent than the Mavs?
On paper, but no. Because they
how you feel. No, all right, you said no to that.
But no.
What about OK? What about OK? Let me name the teams for you.
No, that's only due to availability.
Okay. What about OKC?
Who the one that put OKC out?
They put OKC out.
Then no.
The Mavs is. No, I'm saying, but just because you're the better team doesn't mean you have the better roster or the better talent. That's what I'm asking.
Right now,
who has more talent, OKC or Dallas?
No, they got more. OKC got more potential on paper.
All right.
But Dallas got.
Okay, so you give them Dallas. You say they got better talent than the Clippers. They got better talent than Dallas. So that takes them to 5-3. All right. What about Denver? They got better talent than Denver?
Denver would have beat them.
Okay. All right. What about Minnesota?
They got better talent than Minnesota.
They beat Minnesota? Okay.
They
so
beat
so they was the 5th seed in the regular season. Talent-wise, we saying they was the 2nd best talented team in the West. Either way, I think they got more talent than the Clippers. I don't think they got more talent than OKC. I think they're just a better team than OKC. Like they're a better team than OKC. They ain't got more talent than Denver. And I don't think they got more talent than Minnesota neither. I think Minnesota got better role players.
Man, they damn near swept them motherfuckers, man.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I think Minnesota got better role players than Dallas do. That's what I'm talking about, straight just talent of the roster.
But them role players that I just named, PJ Washington and Derrick Jones Jr. and
Gafford and Lively.
Yeah, and
I think Gafford and Lively the only 2 consistent ones.
Nah, but see, they gonna only give you but so much. They'll give you even more. Something like Lob City, if some of them PJ Washington is hitting that three consistently more, you know. I'm telling you, man, that's how they got there. Is PJ Washington giving you 17 to 22, and then Derrick Jones Jr. he got 24, and you like, man, I remember when he was just a dunking motherfucker.
No, they got there with Luka and Kyrie killing teams on the pick and roll,
Yeah,
1-on-1. That's how they got there.
Them high jumping
They
motherfuckers.
can't do this. They can't do it to the Celtics. Number one, the Celtics are switching on the pick and roll. I seen that. My man BJ Armstrong showed that. You know what I mean? They switching on the pick and roll. And number two, they just playing pick and roll smarter. They know they want that. They're not gonna give up that lob. That's one thing they've taken away with that lob on that pick and roll.
Yeah, nah, but all for nothing. The Celtics up 3-0 because of them.
So who the MVP right now in the series?
Oh, Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown.
Easy.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Can't give it to Drew. Drew had 9 points the other night. Right. Can't give it to Drew Holiday. Jaylen Brown been the one every game.
He's been consistent every game, but the first game, Porzingis gave him the spark.
No,
second game, Holiday gave him the spark.
Yeah, but not enough. Like I just said, all 3 games.
Brown been consistent. I think he had 21, 22, and 30.
Yeah, and been the most offensively
aggressive.
Yeah, threat that you gotta pay attention to, you know. Because Tatum, G was just talking about that when we was watching the game. Like,
hey, you know what's crazy?
All he do is shoot threes. Talking about Tatum.
Listen, I was going to say, you know what's crazy? In the league where the 3-point game has revolutionized the game, changed the game and all that, and everybody shoot three. Ain't it crazy? Like, the top players in this league right now, they all got killer mid-range games. You know what I mean? The best players, the best players. You see that, I ain't saying Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, one of the best players. He one of the top 15, top 12 players in the league. Jaylen Brown is.
Who?
Jaylen Brown.
No.
He's one of the top 12 players in the league.
No, negative.
Name 12 players better than Jaylen Brown.
LeBron. Tatum. Luka.
You said Tatum?
Hell fucking yeah. Tatum way better, man. Yeah, dog. Tatum like that, man. Tatum like that, man.
Come on, man. All right, go ahead. LeBron, Tatum,
Nah, you got mad at Tatum because he's on his team. But Tatum is better than him, man. What are we talking about?
Hey, that's your list.
Jaylen Brown,
Ant-Man.
I like Jaylen Brown.
Jalen Brunson.
Man, Joker.
He top 15 then. He top 15.
Nah,
he might come in at number 15.
I give him top 30.
Top 30?
Hey, he ain't better than Devin Booker. He ain't better than John Morant.
He ain't better than Devin. Hold on.
Fuck no.
I can give you Devin Booker. He ain't better than John Morant.
Fuck
John Morant ain't did nothing consistently, man. Other than be suspended.
He ain't better than
You talking about talent? I'm talking about what the game is right now. What his game is right now. Right now, he's top 15 in the league with his game right now.
Nah, he's on top right now because he in the finals, about to be damn league finals MVP. And
he was all NBA last year.
I'll give you this. He's better than Andre Iguodala. No, because listen. No, listen.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, man.
No, because Andre Iguodala was a superstar similar to what Jaylen Brown is.
Nah, he lost some money.
A super Swiss Army knife, could do everything. Super athlete, play defense.
Was Andre Iguodala ever all NBA?
No, but listen.
Okay.
And he was a Finals MVP when his teammate was the best player on the team. That's what I'm saying. So
Listen,
I put
you might
Jaylen
think
Brown.
you might think Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown, but it ain't by a lot if he is better than him. Really, it's not. It ain't by a lot, man.
Okay, I can live with that. I'm just telling you what I see. Jason
Are you
Tatum.
comparing him to Andre Iguodala? Andre
No,
Iguodala was a good player with the Sixers. He was a good player with the Sixers. He went to Golden State, and he was a great role player. Jaylen Brown ain't no great role player, man.
no, he
Jaylen
is
Brown
playing
is
it.
Jaylen
He's
Brown.
playing.
Jaylen Brown is a great Robin to
See
Batman.
that? No, that just that's when it just flew over your head. I called Andre Iguodala and Jaylen Brown the Pippen type that does everything on the court plus the straps on defense. Paul, I'm
Yeah, but at
telling
no time was Andre Iguodala the number 2 at Golden State. At no time ever.
you, no, not at no
Never.
time.
He
No,
been there.
no, that's not my point. I don't care what you're saying and try to poke holes in.
Jaylen
I'm
Brown, 3-time
no,
All
listen
NBA.
to no, please don't do that. I'm just telling you the way Andre Iguodala was not the best player, but he won. He played so well. He won the fucking Finals MVP. Jaylen Brown is about to do the same thing, not being the best player on his team, but he will be the Finals MVP if they close it out. That's the why I was bringing. And plus, Andre Iguodala, I've been saying was the poor man's Pippen, and I've been saying Jaylen Brown and Tatum could put it together and be the next Mike and Pip a long time ago. And
All right.
Mike and the Kobe, I mean, the Mike was going to be Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown is doing what he doing now.
All
No,
right.
no discredit to him.
All right. My disagreement with that is Andre Iguodala was never put in the role at Golden State where they needed him to be a consistent number 2 player on their game, on their team. The final when he won the MVP in the finals, this hit what? He the third option, the fourth option on that team.
Man, he might have been.
Hold on.
Might have been the fifth option.
Jaylen Brown has to has to be a baller at the number 2 spot to the Celtics to Jason Tatum. Because if Jason Tatum shooting 6 for 19 like he did the other night, they need 30 points out of Jaylen Brown. You know what I mean? He has to be that number 2 dude.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been that number 2 dude. That's a 3-time All NBA. He's reached some heights. I've never seen Andre Iguodala as that type player or even in that role. It's easy when you the 4th, 5th option or you coming off the bench. You playing with house money, basically.
Nah, Iguodala in Philly was like that.
I know he was like that, man. You know I know
and in
a Philly player.
No, and in Philly, I say him and Jaylen Brown is fucking equal. It's just the teams that they own and with the talent that work out and get W.
Now,
but what I'm saying is,
now if you want to say that, I would say they wasn't equal because in Philly, he was the number 1 option because they had a young Lou Williams and they had a young Drew Holiday. So
yeah,
he was the number 1 option.
But I just said it. It's all situation and chemistry, dog. Basketball is more than just putting out the best players out there and rolling basketball out and saying y'all play well together. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was applauding how quick it was for Luka and Kyrie to figure it out enough to make it to the finals, man. So it ain't
I'm
even
glad
about
you said
that.
that.
It ain't even about that. Jaylen Brown is good. I like him. But I'm telling you, if Tatum wasn't out there, he would probably he might could do something similar to what he doing, but it wouldn't be as easy. And motherfucker, they'll exploit him at the number 1 spot. Tatum is that person that takes a lot of attention, man, no matter how bad he's shooting, man.
They will exploit who at the number 1 spot?
Jaylen Brown, listen, when I was playing boys club, I played with Mike Sweeten. I was the heart of the team. me and Sweetney might the last year we probably averaged around the same points and rebounds. We was winning championships after championship. But the last year, I remember we lost a game we shouldn't. I was there. Mike Sweetney was at a church retreat. I'm telling you, if I was on the church retreat, we ain't go to church retreats in my family, but if I was on the church retreat and Mike was at the game, they would have won with Mike. They could have won without me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying they wouldn't win without Jason Tatum being out there, with Jaylen Brown being the one.
No, I agree with you on that. Yeah. I agree with you that a lot of his game, he's successful with a lot of his game because he has Jason Tatum out there. That's the whole point, the 1-2 punch. My thing is, what you said is, my thing is Andre Iguodala, his game is not comparable to what Jaylen Brown was doing. You talk about you playing, hold on, you talking about you playing with Mike Sweetney? Well, look, my last year when I played, it was a little debate on who was going to start. Me or my man Willie, who was going to start at the guard spot. I said, bring me off the bench. I'm good, coach. I'll come off the bench. Number one, I knew I was going to be at the end of the game. But number two, coming off the bench, you're playing with house money. You're supposed to bring energy and you're supposed to score points. You know what I mean? That's what Iguodala did. He brought the energy. He was a good defensive player and he could score points because he was a good player in his day. But when he got to Golden State, with him at Golden State, ain't nowhere the player that Jaylen Brown is right now with the Celtics. But I like what you said about the Mavs. When you talking about Luka and Kyrie, they put it together. So they had half of last season, and then they put it together in the second half of this season. This is the thing about the Mavs. They might lose. They're going to probably end up losing this series, but they ain't done it. They not done it. Because they're going to get more talent. They just putting this team together. Remember, look, they tanked last year, right? So they can get in the lottery. They got Derek Lively. Boom, that's a piece. They still got Gafford, PJ Washington. They're going to add another player or two to this team. You know what I mean? So, you know, they might have to just take this lump right here, but I can see them back in the finals sometime within the next 2 to 3 years.
Luka gotta get healthy.
What I'm saying is, I can see them back in the finals within the next 2 to 3 seasons. All they gotta do is pick up another player or two, somebody else that can score consistently, whoever that may be, or pull another move in the draft and get another good young player and build like that. Because Lively, I didn't see a lot. I ain't gonna say it until you live. I was a Lively fan at Duke. I ain't see a lot of Lively, but what I see from Lively, man, I like his game.
You can't teach that, man.
Yeah, you can't teach hustle and basketball. He got good basketball IQ.
He got instinct.
That last series, who did they beat? OKC to get here, or was it Minnesota they beat? They beat Minnesota to get here. That last series, Minnesota was doubling Luka, and every time they would double Luka, Lively would go to the top of to the free throw line or the top of the key, right? Luka would hit him in the middle. He always made the right pass. Whether he dumped it down low or he kicked it to the corner for a three. Like, it's a lot for a big man to have that skill where he's not going to, rush himself or get sped up on that play. You see a lot of big men, you give them the ball right there at the top of the key and they facing the basket. It's almost like, they're not really sure what they want to do. He was getting that ball, turn around, boom, dump it, boom, kick it. You know what I mean? So he got some good basketball IQ. I like Lively.
That was a good drive pick right there.
Yeah. So they gonna get better,
I'm saying is you can't teach it. He do got the instinct, but he can't teach the left pause, and he a high jumper motherfucking super athlete. And he ain't no pump. He ain't soft.
Right. All right.
But they need something else. They need
people. For real.
For real,
What?
PJ Washington, no bullshit, could if he wanted to be, he could be the Karan Butler for them, man, third option and put them over the top. Because PJ Washington went from could have been just a regular role player. I liked him coming out of Kentucky, but I ain't think he was gonna be no all-star. If he really put that work in, he could be like the bona fide third option, man. Solid
Yeah.
18 to 20 points a game.
And I
That's how
named him when
good
I
he is.
named their roster.
He
Look,
good.
these players should get better, especially players with skill. You know what I mean? Players should get better. You know what I mean? At worst, he's a great role player. At best, he might be an occasional all-star. You know what I mean? Maybe, he might make the all-star team at least one time in his career.
Nah, that for real. If he really put in the work, he could be an all-star in 2 years. He could be the most improved next year.
Right.
18 to 20 points. He like that. He's 6'8", can handle the ball, can shoot it, super
He's a
athlete.
Kentucky player. Like you said, they all like that. You know what I mean? It takes the right fit. Oh, you know what? Before we end up,
I like PJ in college.
before we end on basketball, before we get to Commanders, man. Before we get to the Commanders, we're gonna get to them real quick. You know what I mean? You pressing on time, man. JJ Redick interviewing for the Lakers job. Is his job? What the interview for? He been interviewing with LeBron for 3-4 months now on their podcast. It's his job, right?
Yeah, it's got to be because they was trying to give
Who else want the job?
They was trying to give it to early.
Nah, that was some bullshit. Yeah. They offered him 11 and a half. That wasn't nothing. That ain't no offer you offer a man that just won back-to-back college championships to leave the school where he good at to the NBA. You know what I mean? For I don't care if it's the Lakers or not. 11 and a half, they supposed to offer that man. The one time I agree with on Fat Boy Russell, they should offer that man 15 mil. 15, he don't turn that job down.
He got that from me.
You got that from whoever. Whoever said it, you right.
I told my man Kobe from I was like, man, shit, they offered him 4 years, 60 million. He gone.
15 mil, man. That 11 and a half is some bullshit.
You know why? Because he could take that, and even if it don't work out, he'll always be able to go back to college.
You know what they said to him with that 11 and a half? They said, we the Lakers. You better want us. You need to want us more than we want you. That was some bullshit.
Nah, but it is like if you gonna win with LeBron, it ain't gonna be but in these next couple of years. So if they going after you, they think you the coach to do that. If they sticking with LeBron, you win a championship in LA, you ain't gotta pay for nothing in LA ever again.
All right, look. Commanders, man, last day of minicamp was what, today or tomorrow? The last day of minicamp, one or the other. Won't see until after the 4th of July. You know what I mean? Till training camp. So we was going down the schedule, picking 4 games a week. Right now, G, you got him at 8-3-1. I got him at 7-4-1. All right. December 1st, we home against Tennessee.
Oh, easy one.
That's
gonna be all time, like 40, 45, nothing Detroit.
Nah. By December, I see us just hitting our stride, man. I got us at 7-4-1. You know, realistically 6-5-1, but 7-4-1. We hitting our stride then, yeah. December 1st, Tennessee is looking for a quarterback. So I'll agree with you on that one. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be hard for them to win games, man. Look at them, man. Only win about 3 games this year.
December 15th on the road to the Saints.
And we gonna win down New Orleans.
You got us winning down New Orleans. I got us losing down in New Orleans.
I like your realistic mind, but I just can't see it.
Hey, listen, I look at it as Jaden Daniels going back to New Orleans. You know what I mean?
Nah, the
distraction
Saints.
here and there. The Saints, the Saints always have a solid defense. You know what I mean? They got some weapons on the other side of the ball too.
Nah, and they could easily be one of them teams that didn't make the playoffs that make the playoffs this year. You know?
And they always play well at home.
Yeah, nah, and if they still got that most dangerous weapon down there too. What's my man name? Alvin Kamara.
Hey, the last time we was in New Orleans, was that the game they beat the shit out of us when Drew Brees had to throw for a certain amount of yards or whatever it was to set the record? It was kicking our ass before halftime.
That's when you
Jay
mean.
Gruden was yelling at somebody for having headphones on. Or he was yelling at D Hall or some shit for having headphones on or some shit at halftime or some shit like that. Was that the last time we played in New Orleans?
I can't tell you.
You don't remember that shit? Yeah, they was beating the hell out of us on Monday Night Football. December 22nd, man. We at home to the Eagles.
You know, when you a Redskin fan and you done watch so many ass whoopings and all them motherfuckers blend together.
They gonna beat the Eagles at home. This the second time they playing Eagles now. They gonna beat the Eagles at home in that.
Hey, we sweeping them, man.
Yeah, man. You drinking the Kool-Aid. All right, the last of the 4 games. After the Eagles at home, we right back at home against the Atlanta Falcons. Kirk Cousins coming back to town.
Hey, we gonna break his ass up.
We gonna break him off of the back. I broke my back.
They just got the tampering joke, man.
All right. So after 15 games, you got him at 11-3-1.
Hey, we like that.
You got him. Hey, Jaden Daniels having a hell of a season, goddammit. I got him at 10. I got him at 10-5-1.
We got top 5 defense.
I can see us having a top 10 defense. Hey, who the guy you think is going to have the most exciting season on defense next year? It might not be the best season, but he made a lot of plays, and it was some exciting plays, some big plays.
On defense?
On defense.
From what everybody tell you is the dude Luvu. But I'm going to say Jamin Davis.
Jamin Davis? That's a good one. You said everybody telling you Luvu. I'm going to go to his teammate in Carolina, Jeremy Chin. I think Jeremy Chin remind me of the Honey Badger. You know what I mean? Where he making a play. You know what I'm saying? Or he around the ball to make a play. Or he going to make a play. I think Jeremy Chin might end up being the best free agent pickup we made in this offseason. I think he might be the one guy out of all the dudes we picked up. He definitely gonna get a contract extension next year. We're gonna have money into the cap next year too. He's definitely gonna get an extension next year. Well, then they need to sign him. By the time was that December 29th, they should have already signed him an extension deal. I think that's the type of season he's gonna have. Don't let him hit the market. Don't let him hit free agency next year. Jeremy Chin's my guy. Boss. All right, man. Good show, bro. Appreciate y'all out there. You know what I mean? Next week we'll have a champion in the NBA probably. You know, so we going some. I think we know what we're gonna do. We're gonna start looking at the teams in other divisions too next week. We're gonna probably start with the AFC. We got to start with the champs. Let's start with Kansas City next week. You know what I mean? Hey, we got some. You watching anything good? When we get out of here, what you watching?
Shit, I'm watching Dallas and Seattle go at it right now.
Nah, I'm talking about not sports, just TV, movies. Shit. You watch anything good? You seen anything good?
Yeah, that jump clip good. But,
Yo, I've been hearing this new Bad Boys movie is good. Everybody I know seeing says
yeah,
good.
we gotta go see that jump because you gotta support Will and Martin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what? If I want to see that movie now, if it is that good, man, that's good because it's hard for that style of movie to have that many movies. And everybody talking about, man, this might be the best one. Like, come on, what?
Nah, it you know, like the third one was weak to me when I first seen it. And then I rewatched it again. That joint ain't bad.
That joint good, yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Because they took too long, but they ain't
That's
take
all it
too
was.
long. But they ain't take too long with this jump after the third one. So they doing it right.
Yeah.
And Martin the GOAT, you know what I'm saying?
We out of here, man. L to the W, man.
L to the W.
We interrupt our program to bring you
Water Boys, 757 Parley, 757 DC, with Sapoda coming all hard on the beat. Got G from the shop, Mr. Arn Anderson. Pause, man, you already know we sports gambling, cash and checks, already rich. Gunny man on deck, my boy, place your bets, my boy. Oh yes, it's in the water. Washington Commanders, numbers on the border. Marketing your planners, water boys scores up. If you're a fan, I'm sure this the tour bus. Yeah, take a ride, going low or going high. Water boys outside. Heard of anybody better? They a mother loving lie. You a value size short of a Mickey D. Fry, my guy.